Hello, this is Jo from Maths Tutor Me. Today we're doing some challenge questions for our topic on percentages and ratios. So if you have mastered this topic so far, you found it pretty simple and you'd like to challenge yourself, then these questions are for you. So let's have a look. These questions are a little bit trickier than the ones that we've looked at so far. Let's have a look at question number 1. Well, before we do, it says up here, complete questions 1 and 2 without a calculator. So question 1, convert 15.75% to a fraction in simplest form. Okay, so without a calculator. To turn a percentage into a fraction, we want to divide it by 100. But we already have a fraction in here. So what I would do is first of all change this into an improper fraction. So times 4 by 15, that's 60, and then add on the 3 is 63 over 4. Okay, so that's just my percentage rewritten as an improper fraction. Now to change the percentage into a fraction, I need to divide it by 100, which normally would mean I would want to put it over 100. But because it's already a fraction, I'm going to make that a divide by 100 like this. Now a divide can be changed into a times if I put this over 1 and then I flip it upside down to be 1 over 100. Now, there's actually nothing there that can be simplified, so all that is left to do is to multiply the top together. 63 times 1 is 63, over 4 times 100 is 400. Question 2. A traffic light is green 7/12 of the time. Write this as a recurring decimal. So remember, we're not allowed to use the calculator for this. So I want to divide those numbers to find the decimal. So let's do our good old divide sign here. We want to divide 7 by 12. So hopefully you know your 12 times tables pretty well. So 7 divided by 12 we can't actually do. So we're going to put a decimal point down here and we're going to put down a few zeros. 7 divided by 12 is nothing, which leaves a remainder of 7. So now we have 70. 70 divided by 12. Okay, think about your 12 times tables and think about what is the closest 12 times table to 70 without going over it. Well, it's going to be 12 times 5. Okay, 12 times 5 is 60. So that means that 12 can go into this 5 times with a remainder of 10. Now we have 100. 100 divided by 12. Again, thinking of your 12 times tables, you'll know that 12 times 8 is equal to 96. So 12 is going to go into there 8 times with the remainder of 4. 40 divided by 12. Okay, that's going to be 12 times 3 would get us to 36. So we can go 3 times with a remainder of 4. So that's actually going to put another 0 down here and it's going to be another 4. And if I keep doing that, that's going to keep repeating, isn't it? So there's my decimal. 7 over 12 is actually equal to 0.58 and the 3 is repeating. Part B is to write that as a percentage. So all we have to do to write a decimal as a percentage is multiply it by 100. So 2 jumps over would be 58 with a recurring 3%, or instead of a recurring decimal, a 0.3 repeating is the same as 1/3%. Question 3. A rainwater tank contains 11,250 litres when it is 45% full. It rains and 8,500 litres goes into the tank. What percentage of the tank is now full? Well, first of all, let's work out how much this tank can hold. We can do that with these first two numbers here. If I take my 11,250 litres, remember that's 45%. If I divide that by 45, that will tell me 1%. Multiply by 100, that will tell me the full capacity of the water tank. Now we can use our calculator for question 3 and 4. So let's type this in. 11250 over 45 times 100. There it is. Our water tank can hold 25,000 litres. So let's find out how much water is now in our tank. We started with 11,250, and we've added 8,500 litres. Okay, so in the rain. If we add those together, our tank has 19,750 litres in it. So finally, we can work out what percentage of the tank is now full after the rain. This is how many litres are in our tank. If we divide that by the capacity of the tank and times it by 100, that will tell us the percentage. So in the calculator we go. So that's exactly 79% of the tank is now full. Question 4, a ratios question. Red fish and black fish are in a tank in the ratio of 8:3. What percentage of the fish are red? So that means this is the red fish, this is the black fish. There is 8 red fish for every 3 black fish. So 8 would be the top number of our fraction. The total number, or the total number of parts there, we add these numbers together, would be 11. Okay, so that's the fraction of the fish that are red. There are 8 red fish out of 11. To make that a percentage, we need to multiply it by 100. And then we can type that in the calculator. So 8 out of 11 times by 100. We can do this as a decimal, which would be 72. Let's do one decimal place, 72.7%. Or we could also write it as a mixed numeral, 72 and 8/11%. Okay, that's the end of our challenge questions. I hope you got those answers and could follow along. Keep practicing, and I'll see you next time.